Welcome, audience. Thank you for joining us. Today we will talk about the future of the euro, challenges and opportunities. This is content. We will discuss each of the seven parts. First, we will have a simple introduction from better to paper currency transactions to today's electronic payments. The evolution of currency carries the history of human economic development. Currency is not only a tool for transactions, but also the core of economic activities, acting as a measure of value and a medium of exchange. However, in international trade, the currencies of different countries often bring complexities exchanges, rate issues, and transaction costs. With the acceleration of economic globalization, the concept of a common currency emerged. The euro is the most successful implementation of this concept in the global economy. So what is the history and the current situation of the euro? How does it respond to future challenges and opportunities? Let's discuss it step by step below. Next, let's have a brief introduction about background. First, we talk about the origin and development of the euro. After World War II, European countries recognized the importance of economic cooperation for peace and prosperity and gradually promoted economic integration, which laid the foundation of the formation of the euro. In 2022, the euro officially replaced the currency of various countries, but its development process was full of twists and turns. It has gone through four stages: rapid development, financial crisis, economic recovery, and the COVID-19 pandemic. The euro's development has undergone multiple challenges and transformations, from rapid growth to crisis management. Initially, the euro quickly became the world's second-largest reserve currency, widely used in international trade and financial markets. However, the 2008 global financial crisis and the subsequent Greek debt crisis impact the eurozone, with many countries facing fiscal deficits and debt default risks. The euro depreciated significantly, and public confidence declined, as the European Central Bank implemented quantitative easing and southern European countries carried out structural reforms. The eurozone gradually recovered, with GDP rebounding, though Brexit dealt a blow to regional confidence. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic plunged the eurozone into recession, with rising debt and deficits. The euro introduced a large-scale recovery fund to support economic revival. Throughout these challenges, the euro demonstrated its complexity and resilience. And then we talk about the role of the euro. As the core tool for regional economic integration, the euro has played an important role in the economic, political, and international fields. Economically, the euro promotes intra-euro trade, reduces transaction costs, improves price transparency, and reduces consumer spending. Politically, the euro deepens the interdependence among member states, strengthens European political solidarity, and enhances Euro's influence in international affairs. Internationally, the euro enriches the global reserve systems, promotes currency multilateralization, reduces dependence on the US dollar, boosts investor confidence, attracts international investment, and enhances Europe's global competitiveness. As its influence grows, the euro faces opportunities and challenges, and its future development has attracted much attention. And next, we will discuss challenges of euro. First, there needs to be coordination between a unified monetary policy and unbalanced economic development. The eurozone implements a unified monetary policy by the European Central Bank. But in times of economic turmoil, a single policy cannot meet the different needs of southern and northern European countries at the same time. For example, during the financial crisis, southern European countries needed loose policies, while northern European countries needed tight currency policies. Secondly, separate fiscal policies lead to difficulties in policy coordination and aggravate economic differentiation. Although the eurozone has a unified monetary policy, the fragmentation of fiscal policy has led to a lack of response to crisis. In the 2010 European debt crisis, the debt problems of Greece, Italy, and other countries triggered a chain reaction, and the lack of the unified physical support exacerbated the impact of the crisis. Strengthening physical integration is crucial. Through cross-border physical transfers, wealthy countries can help economically weaker countries tide over difficulties, thereby enhancing the overall economic stability and risk resistance of the Eurozone. Then, external economic shocks and geopolitical pressures. The 2008 financial crisis impacted banks, while the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted global supply chain. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has strained Europe's energy supply, causing price volatility and inflation risks. Brexit further weakens the euro's economic and political strength. Next, there are challenges to international status and global influence. Since 2004, the Eurozone's share of the global economy has been declining. The US share has remained relatively stable, while the share of emerging economies has been rising. The Euro needs to improve its innovation to maintain its international competitiveness. Finally, digital currencies and technological shocks may have an impact on the euro. Compared with digital currency, the traditional euro is less efficient in cross-border payments. With the continuous development of digital currency, more people will choose to transfer capital from traditional currency to digital currency, which will strengthen the international reserve currency status of the euro.
Thanks to my partner for taking us through the background of the euro and the current challenges. Next, I will share the opportunities for the euro. As the core of the European regional economy, the euro has a unique advantage of promoting economic integration, promoting capital flows, and enhancing financial stability. Promoting economic and trade integration is a key advantage of the euro. The euro significantly reduced cross-border transaction costs by eliminating exchange rate fluctuations between member countries. For example, when companies trade within the eurozone, they do not need to bear currency conversion fees, making trade flows more efficient. This stability has greatly promoted the development of regional trade, especially in the post-epidemic era. In addition, unified monetary policy improves the coordination of economic policies among member countries and help respond to regional economic shocks, such as cooperative response during financial crises. Then promote capital flow and investment integration. The Eurozone has created good conditions for international capital inflows and eliminated exchange rate risk among multiple currencies. For example, investors prefer to invest in financial centers such as Frankfurt and Paris because the monetary environment here is more attractive. The euro also enhances financial stability and risk resistance. By smoothing out internal exchange rate volatility and unifying monetary policy, the euro area has shown great resilience in the face of external shocks. For example, in the context of energy price fluctuations or global economic turmoil, the eurozone can reduce internal conflicts through policy coordination. Finally, the digital euro represents a significant modernization opportunity. Its introduction could greatly improve cross-border payment efficiency while strengthening monetary sovereignty. In a world increasingly influenced by private digital currencies and other central bank digital currencies, the digital euro positions the eurozone to maintain and enhance its international standing.
So there is a case study, Great Debt Crisis, to let us understand the challenges of euro more clearly. The Great Debt Crisis serves as a prime example of economic policy challenges faced by Eurozone. The Greek government's long-standing strategies of increasing public spending and reducing taxes led to severe fiscal deficits. In 2009, Greece's fiscal deficit reached 12.7% of the GDP, with public debt exceeding 130% of GDP and rising to 172% by 2011. The global financial crisis exacerbated credit tightening, with crisis 10-year bond yields surging above 35% in 2009. So despite austerity measures and debt restructuring, the economy has barely improved, with GDP contracting by more than 25% between 2008 and 2030. The crisis has exposed the Eurozone's lack of a common fiscal policy and its limitation in responding to economic shocks. Under the single monetary policy, Greece was unable to take expansionary measures to ease economic pressures, while decentralized fiscal policy promoted coordinated crisis management. The crisis has highlighted the need for deeper fiscal integration to bridge economic gaps and make the Eurozone more resilient to financial crises.
Next, I will share with you the case analysis of the impact of Brexit on the euro. First, let's take a look at the background of Brexit. The UK joined the Euro community in 1973 and decided to leave the EU through a referendum in 2016, and finally officially withdrew from the EU on January 31, 2020. Brexit is a watershed in the history of European integration, bringing huge economic and political uncertainties. As an important currency in Europe, the pound has fluctuated violently due to Brexit. The weakening of the London status as a European financial center has paved the way for the rise of cities within the Eurozone, reshaping the region's financial landscape. At the same time, the euro has gained greater trust among global investors, further enhancing its international standings. Additionally, deeper regional economic integration within the EU has strengthened unity, boosting the stability and appeal of the euro. In the short term, the impact of Brexit on the euro is mainly reflected in currency stability, capital flows, and trade costs. When the result of the Brexit referendum were announced, the pound depreciated rapidly, falling more than 10% against the US dollar, hitting a 30-year low. In sharp contrast, the euro has shown stronger stability, attracting global investors as a safe haven currency. Data shows that in June 2016, the pound fell from 1.30 to 1.16 against the euro, while the euro remained basically stable against the US dollar. This performance has enhanced the confidence of the global market in the euro. At the same time, the uncertainty of the London financial market has also prompted a large amount of capital to return to euro assets. Eurozone cities such as Frankfurt and Paris have gradually become hotspots for investment, further strengthening the financial system of the Eurozone. However, the trade relationship between the UK and the EU has become more complicated after Brexit. The increase in tariffs and non-tariff barriers has increased trade costs, especially import costs in the Eurozone. This has put some pressure on the euro exchange rate, but has not weakened its position in the heart of investors. In the long run, one of the most far-reaching impacts of Brexit is the reshaping of the status of the Eurozone's financial center. London's position as a financial center has been weakened by Brexit, which has brought important development opportunities to Frankfurt and Paris in the Eurozone. Frankfurt has gradually become an important hub for the European banking industry, and a large number of international banks have transferred their business from London to here. According to statistics, by 2022, about 900 billion euros of assets will have moved from London to Frankfurt. At the same time, Paris has also grown significantly in asset management and investment banking, attracting more and more international financial institutions and high-end talents. These changes have not only redefined the financial landscape of Europe, but also further promoted the integration of the Eurozone's financial market. As the importance of these cities has increased, the international status of the euro has been further consolidated. Brexit has also brought a huge impetus to the global status of the euro. Brexit has weakened the international influence of the pound, and the euro has gradually replaced it as the main currency for trade and reserve on the European continent. Data shows that the share of the euro in global reserve currencies has increased from 19.2% in 2016 to 20.5% in 2021. This trend clearly shows that the euro's position in the international monetary system is constantly strengthening. In addition, the EU has strengthened cooperation with major economies such as China and Russia, further promoting the use of the euro in international trade settlement. By reducing dependence on the British pound and the US dollar, the process of euro internationalization has been further accelerated. This not only consolidates the euro's position as an international currency, but also opens up more possibility for its future development. In order to enable the euro to better cope with challenges and seize opportunities, we put forward the following policy recommendation. First, promote physical integration. Establish unified physical mechanisms like Eurobonds to enhance economic stability and support the monetary union. Then, promote economic structure reforms in member states. Invest in infrastructure and innovation in debtor countries to narrow economic depreciation and boost competitiveness. Then accelerate the development and application of the digital euro. The launch of the digital euro is a key step for the euro area to maintain its global competitiveness. The EU needs to ensure that the digital euro strikes a balance between transaction efficiency, user privacy, and system security, while competing with private digital currencies and other central bank digital currencies. Fourth, expand the use of the euro in international trade. Promote pricing energy and commodities in euro to reduce reliance on the US dollar and enhance international influence. Finally, support financial technology innovation. By establishing a unified digital payment infrastructure, the euro area can improve cross-border payment efficiency and prepare for future global currency competition. Finally, let's summarize today's discussion. First, reviewing challenges. Events such as the Greek debt crisis and Brexit have exposed the structural weakness of the Eurozone in fiscal policy and monetary coordination. These lessons point the way for future reform of the euro. Then, looking forward to opportunities. The euro has demonstrated its huge development potential by promoting regional economic integration, promoting digital transformation, and enhancing its international status. Finally, the importance of policy implementation. To achieve these goals, EU member states need to work together to promote the sustainable development of the euro through measures such as physical integration, digital transformation, and economic structure reform. In summary, the euro is not only a symbol of European economic cooperation, but also an indispensable part of the global financial system. Let us look forward to the euro playing a greater role in the future and contributing to the prosperity of the European and global economic. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them.